Today is the day that we get started on our basement. So we're gonna take you downstairs, give you a quick rundown of what everything looks like, and show you what we're planning on doing. As we come down into the basement, you'll notice that it is completely finished, but is definitely very outdated. We have the same wood paneling in this room as we did in our den, which we took all of that out. In this room, you can kind of see on that back wall, the mold is kind of seeping through that paneling. So we're going to get all of that paneling off so we can get rid of all of the mold. Here's our storage room where we keep lots of our things. And we're going to use this room as an extra bedroom in the basement for when we have guests come over. Next, we go out into the hallway where we have our dehumidifier, sump pump, and our back door. Okay, so when you come down the stairs, we first enter this hallway. Pretty good condition, but what we want to do is take out this hallway, completely knock it out. Thing is, it's a load-bearing beam. So what we're gonna need to do is put probably a couple of poles for support, maybe one here and one in the corner. So we're gonna have one giant room down here. Our envision is to do some sort of movie room. Ceilings are very low. Some sort of movie room down here would be preferred, but all of the paneling and drywall is gonna go. Because if you look over here, on the paneling, you have some water damage or mold, something that has started. Our baby is doing 2 months, so the goal is to get all of this completely gutted so that way we can get a mold professional to come down here, take a look, and we can do whatever we need to do to get rid of that. And then we will re-drywall the whole thing and hopefully get it to the point where it is livable, because then we can put a bed down here and have it as an extra space when guests come. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do with the basement is we're gonna get this wall taken down. We're gonna start with the paneling, and in order to get to that, I have to get this electrical strip heat removed so we can get this part off. So I've started to take this paneling off, and you can see the water damage, mold starting to grow. Now I'm going to show you what's behind it. Do you see that? And that is why we are doing this, because of that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Yeah, so that all has to go.
Yes.
Whew. You should be wearing a mask.
I'm gonna get going on. All right, so clearly with a pregnant wife in the house, and myself, I'm important too, but with her especially, we do not want that in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip it out right now. I know we have other mold down here behind some of the paneling and drywall, but this is by far gonna be the worst. So I'm gonna get this out right now. Let's throw on some good music and get to work. We got the bottom done. So now I'm going to get the top done, get this window trim off. Uh-oh. That's okay, I didn't like that anyway. So we got all that up. What I'm gonna do is try to just clean this area up because of how much mold there was. Get all the extra stuff off. So we'll run a little time lapse, even faster than the one you just saw, and hopefully we'll be done here pretty soon. All right, so we just finished that wall, and then I started to do this side, and I'm pretty confident that we, at one point, before we bought the house, this basement flooded, and I'm pretty confident that it flooded up to like 2 or 3 feet because I took this off. I mean, there's black mold down here, regular mold here, and you can kind of tell the water could have been somewhere between here and here. So that's just a thought. Could be totally wrong, but that's what I think what happened. So I'm kind of concerned that this entire basement has mold at or below that 2 to 3 foot mark. So we have a lot of tearing out to do. I mean, we were planning on doing that, but it just kind of stinks that there was that much mold. And hopefully we can get it treated so that way we can live down here eventually. I got this part done around the utility room, and I'm starting to pull off the trim at the bottom. I'm gonna do that in this whole room, and the goal is gonna be to get all that paneling off, all of this paneling off, and then just all the trim on the bottom, and we will go from there because it's 9:30 and I'm getting tired. Stopping for the night. Gonna recruit some help tomorrow, hopefully. So we got a lot of the bottom. I had kind of discovered that a lot of the mold is at the outlets, at the outlets and below. At one point, water definitely reached 2 feet at least, potentially more. But we're gonna get all of this out of here tomorrow, and we're gonna call it a night. See ya.
The next day I started to get to work on the basement, started by pulling off all of the paneling just to prep for the guys that were coming to help me.
Taking a step back from that time lapse, and we have made a ton of progress. I had my brother, both brother-in-laws, my father-in-law over here, and they crushed it. We got a lot done. So let's see what we got done so far. So this is from the back corner basement door. And so we knocked out 2 walls, this one and that one over there. We have 2 beams supporting the wall upstairs, and then there's another beam that goes all the way across. So that's keeping everything held up. Got this hallway knocked out completely. This room, we got pretty much 75% of the drywall pulled out. So that will be great. Just got to do some cleanup. The closet, got all the drywall out. Even up here, we had this little nook where we had lamps and Christmas trees, I think, in here. So we got this tore out. I got to finish. We're going to do a little bit more of the drywall pulled out. But we had mold going all the way up to this point, up on the stairs. So that's where we stopped pulling drywall off. That paneling's gonna all come off still. And we'll just do drywall up the stairs. But wow, it is impressive how much they got done. We're even gonna make the ceiling a bit higher because they had it pretty low beforehand. So we got all of that tore out. I believe we're gonna leave this part of the ceiling, and then we'll just fill it in, fill in the gaps over there. So let's do a little time lapse of the cleanup. I've generally cleaned up the entire basement. There's of course still lots of stuff because still got the carpet padding and the tack boards to pull up, but it's looking pretty good so far. I got all the carpet up. Now I just got to do the carpet padding. So all the carpet is gone. It was fairly easy to take up. There was not only just 2 rooms of it, so not too bad. And now I'm gonna get all the padding up. Take you guys out here to show you what we have filled today. It has been quite impressive. I did not think it would be this much stuff. I always underestimated it. That's always how it goes. But it is a entire trailer full of stuff. I mean, look how big this trailer is. It's massive. Probably a 15-foot trailer. I mean, the whole thing is just completely full. Successful day's work.
Oh my word. Wow. Great job. Wow. That's all I'm saying.
We're at the point where the basement is pretty much completely ready to go. So the work is going to get started soon. We have plans to put in a bathroom, redo some electrical, re-drywall everything because we took it all out. And then we'll start with logistical stuff after that. But right now we're going to move everything out of this storage room and move it to the back bedroom because that's where our bathroom is going to be placed. So we got to get it out so that way we can just kind of get an idea in our heads of what it's going to look like. Here's my helper.
For the speaker.
And thank you so much for watching this video. We've been wanting to do this basement for a long time, but kind of just been putting it off because we wanted to get the upper floors done first. But now it's the basement's turn to get worked on. So we're really excited to have all of it tore out, and work should be getting started soon. So hopefully in a month, 2 months, 3 months, by Christmas, that's the goal, is we have everything down here completed. So that includes our new bathroom, all the drywall and electricity changes, and then after that we'll work on furnishing it. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. We have a really fun video planned for next week where I answer questions, 20 questions that my students came up with. So we'll see you next time.